Guys, this is the same high school that Napoleon Dynamite was filmed in. No joke. No joke. It's true.
Okay, I can do the dance. Ready?
Iconic. I said iconic. Alright guys, we're pawn shop hunting right now, okay? We're gonna see if we can find some good deals, some good pickups. We'll keep you updated. $40?
Yeah, there you go.
I'm buying that today. That's the day one buy. It's nuts. I was just talking about that. You get a Wii for $10.
And there's the game store that I was telling you about that you go to. And I checked online. It says it's still open, so I guess it's still open. We'll see.
Okay. So my first pickup today, guys, is I got the SNES Classic, which goes for about $100 on eBay. I picked it up for $40. And then I picked up Fallout 4 for $5 for Slade. So.
Do you like how that guy's like, okay, so I saw some in the case for $6.99, so I'll do $6.99. And I was like, no, do $4.99. This one says $4.99. I'm like, you freaking guys, you're trying to swindle my friends.
I appreciate you.
Wow. Thanks, Mom.
Cremo.
Cremo. Alright.
Dang, dude, this is not how I remember this room.
Yeah, it's because when I packed everything up pretty much, like this used to be like the center, the gaming center.
Yeah.
Like I had all my like my old consoles right up there. But now, obviously, they're not old consoles anymore.
See, I remember you had your desk here. Was that
Yeah,
right?
The desk was right here. Right there was a TV, and that's where like my new gen consoles would be. And all my games and stuff are in this closet. I mean, some of it's kind of pegged. Like I got a bunch of N64 games here. Some old cases. But these boxes are full of games. Boxes for stuff. A bunch of other things over there. And a bunch of books and papers and jazz. Cool.
Do you hope to one day display all these games?
Someday. Original Xbox. Here, let me show you how a real N64 controller should be.
I'm jealous, bro.
That's stock too. I didn't replace that.
How long have you had that?
I got it for a long time. Oh, maybe actually, I don't know. I don't remember when I got this one, to be honest. But I've got other ones that are really good too.
These are Xbox One games.
Controllers here. I looked at the capture card.
And 360.
Dazzle capture card. This is what I would do back in the day.
That's nuts.
I don't have my other N64 controller here, but it's somewhere. Yoshi's Story.
You even have Donkey Kong 64.
Yeah, because I got it for an amazing deal. It came into Planter. I bought it for like $7.
Wow. I think it's way more than that.
F-Zero X. Mario 64. Think, we're going through my crap.
Thane, this is his tour, Thane.
Don't tore through my stuff, Dane. Star Wars Pod Racer.
He's got an FC Twin.
Star Fox 64. Sight Bike 64. Cruising World. Pokemon Stadium.
Do you have Pokemon Stadium too?
No.
That's the one I want to get. It's like
Star Wars
$40.
Shadow of the Empire. 007. Some Spider-Man game. Blast Corps. Wipeout 64. NFL Blitz. Star Wars Rogue Squadron. Aero Gauge. Jet Force Gemini. San Francisco Rush. Final Fantasy X or 13.2. 13.3. Halo Reach. Forza 4. Halo 3 ODST. Halo 3. The Halo 4 Steelbook that I'm taking with me.
Oh, that's fun.
Robot War. Bioshock 2. Call of Duty 3.
Bioshock.
Call of Duty 2.
Is this Steelbook?
PC.
Oblivion is still up though. It's not a PC copy. Yeah, this is a 360 version. It's really, really weird.
Oh.
Why do I have two copies of this game?
Sell one of them and make you go. Probably.
What the? Where did this come from? This is Halo 5.
What?
Yeah, this is my copy of Halo Wars. This one. I don't know what this is. I've never seen this before. I don't. What? Yeah, this is Halo 5.
Maybe check your Halo 5 case. My freaking brother just destroyed it, dude.
This doesn't make siblings suck.
Assassin's
It's
Creed
great. I
Black
love having
Flag,
siblings.
Zelda Majora's Mask. Fire Emblem Awakening. A Link Between Worlds. Ocarina of Time. Mario Kart 7. Sonic Generations. SOCOM 4. Orange Box. IL2 Strumovic, it's a flying game. Gravity Rush, Minecraft, The Wolf Among Us, The Walking Dead, Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation, Freedom Wars, Most Wanted, Need for Speed, Touched by Katamari, Tales of Hearts R. One box down. No, kinda. We got Wave Race, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3, Twilight Princess. That's actually really expensive on the game.
Yeah, it's like $50. I was looking.
I got a great deal with it, and the disc is like immaculate.
How much did you pay for it?
I paid $20 and a PSP.
I think Jordan still has it, dude, and I think I'm gonna get it from him. Just say, hey, let me have it.
Origins Return of the King.
I love that game. It's not very good, but I still love it.
Mario Sunshine.
That's an expensive game too, isn't it?
Kinda.
Sunshine.
Sonic Heroes. Smash Bros. Melee. That is a very expensive game. Soul Calibur 2. Mario Kart Double Dash. Sonic Mega Collection. Zelda's Collector Edition. Ocarina of Time on the GameCube with Master Quest. Mario Party 5 doesn't work. These are like the original cases for them. We'll see them in a second.
Yeah.
Except for this one. This is Tekken 3 and the Dreamcast for it. I don't own a PS1, but with this I can emulate Tekken 3 on a Dreamcast. Pikmin for the Wii. Resident Evil 4.
Love that game.
Metroid Prime Trilogy.
Thank you for doing business.
Xenoblade Chronicles. The Last Story. Mushroom Man, The Sword Wars, Super Paper Mario, Twilight Princess, Trauma Center Second Opinion, Smash Bros. Brawl, Ghostbusters, Excite Truck, Sonic Unleashed, Super Monkey Ball Step and Roll, Sonic and the Secret Rings, Super Mario Galaxy, Resident Evil 1, Medal of Honor Heroes 2, Red Steel, Rayman Origins,
Good job.
not Oranges, and Kirby's Epic Yarn.
Accessories.
Accessories, yeah. I'm not gonna open these ones all the way, I'm just gonna show off. Here's a 64 controller.
You got two in there. Do they both have good joysticks?
Ooh.
You're 3 for 3. That's
Hey.
impressive.
Hey, this is the Wii remote I like.
Yeah, that's your Wii remote.
I don't want it because it's broken.
I bet we can fix it then.
Yeah.
A
if
Genesis
if you
controllers.
pop it open, like put new like
Springs
pads
in it.
there.
This is pretty much all the cables. Well, no, not for like for the systems themselves, and extra random cables. Like for example, this thing would make it so you could transfer your hard drive stuff from an Xbox 360 to Xbox 360.
Oh, I didn't know that. Sensor bars.
A Retro Pi or a Raspberry Pi.
What do they do?
It's a little mini computer.
Oh.
It's broken though.
Wii U.
Wii U complete in box. My Dreamcast controller. These are the cables for all the systems. I had a splitter. So you just plug in all the component things.
Right, so you can have a bunch of
4 inputs.
Fun fact: this Microsoft is inspired by this.
That was customizing controllers a while ago, a long time ago. So this is a camo one I did. I never finished it because
Is that D-pad a bullet? Looks
Yeah.
like a shotgun shell.
So this one was really interesting because I put a little shotgun shell over the D-pad. I lost the Y button or something, or the Y button broke. But if you press the B button, it doesn't press quite right. Because I was learning how to mod things, and I shoved a Y under there so that you could put a button right there as well and drop shot people like that. Boom.
You just press them together.
You just B button, trigger. It's not even like going over here, you just go.
That's really cool. Wow.
Oh, actually, hold on. There are some more games.
Yeah, over here.
This is the Halo 4 box, by the way.
That's pretty. What's your favorite console to collect for?
The 360.
360? How come?
I like it the best. It'll probably be the Xbox One someday, though. This is a GameCube game. Eternal Darkness.
That's a good one.
Final Fantasy 14, the Zodiac Age. This is a steelbook. It's a gorgeous steelbook.
Wow. Is that one you're taking home?
Yeah. I should have one more similar too. Super Mario Odyssey. Inception steelbook.
What are all these Pokemon? Are these DVDs?
Those are manga.
Manga.
Manga. A bunch of random
Pokemon
books.
Adventures manga.
Oh, if you look back there, it's the entire Zelda. So you got Zelda 1 and 2, Link to the Past, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, Skyward Sword. I should have one more steelbook somewhere. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
One thing I learned today playing all of those games to get footage is I suck at them. I give a lot of props to people that were good at them back in the day. Well, thanks, sir, for letting us tour your crib.
What's up? What's up? Welcome. This is my crib. And then B-roll. Bump, 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 bump. So this is what I decided to bring with me here. I still have a lot of crap here. This is a steelbook wall, essentially. So it's just a bunch of games or movies that I own. Like, for example, there's a game in there.
Oh.
And it's a little metal case. You get them sometimes like limited editions, and I just hung them up with magnets. Makes it look real nice and easy for like art. Speaking of art, let's take a look at this section over here, where I have basically this is my stream backdrop. Got a bunch of stuff, bunch of pictures and whatnot. I'm pretty proud of this little tower here, though. Starting from the top, we got the Sonic the Hedgehog kind of, I don't know, like monument. I put that up there because Sonic 2, that one right there, this Genesis game, is probably one of the very first games I've ever played in my life. And I love the character Sonic. And going down, we have my Wind Waker shrine, which Wind Waker is my favorite game of all time, so I got a little bit like Ganon and Link are fighting. Got a little Wind Waker prop. Got the guidebooks, got the HD version, the normal version that I had since I was a kid actually, and then the Japanese version of Wind Waker on the GameCube. Going down, this next part takes 3 different sections. It's my complete in-box, entire collection of Pokemon. Every single Pokemon game complete in-box. But this is probably the holy grail of my entire collection. It's Pokemon Silver, but it's special because it's sealed in the box.
You gotta get a good look at that seal.
Yeah.
That glare is not good.
How about that? Is that better?
See that line right there? That's it. Yep, you can see it.
That little line right there, that's the H seam on the seal. That's how you know it's an official seal. This game came out, what is the release date? I think 2000 or 1999, maybe?
So is that the most expensive thing you own in your collection?
Potentially. There's other things, like my Vectrex is pretty expensive. Free. Yeah, so I've got Japanese Pokemon Crystal and Japanese Pokemon Red as well. They're actually really cheap to import. So that's why I have those. Crystal's my favorite one. That's the one I had when I was a kid, the one I played the most when I was a kid. So that's like my favorite one to display, really. Even though that one's sealed in box, it's still, those are my favorite ones to display. Especially because Suicune, which is on the cover, is my favorite Pokemon. I'm a big fan. Anyway, so I've got a bunch of boxes and stuff here. It's because I'm in the process of selling some stuff. A lot of this is either doubles or stuff I just don't really care to own anymore. For example, I've got Super Mario Kart. I really got no reason for this because I have a Super Nintendo Mini, So this is kind of just a wasted space.
Is that a double?
No, it's not a double. I own the Super Nintendo Mini, which that game was on there, so it's kind of just like, I don't really need it, so I'm just gonna sell it. It just takes up space. And then this is just packaging stuff for the stuff I'm selling. Then this box is more of the stuff that I'm selling, like a PS2. Found that at a garage sale for like $7, and it came with this entire CD case of games. I'm gonna sell that on Facebook Marketplace probably. And then over here, you can't really see it super well because this box is in the way. But it's some of the games I decided to take with me. A lot of them are either nostalgic for me or I've always just kind of wanted to play them but never have. So nostalgic stuff are things like, yeah, I didn't bring any nostalgia with me. This is just stuff I would potentially maybe want to play for my collection. Some notable things are the Xenosaga trilogy. So the first one's not super expensive or hard to find, but 2 and 3 are actually pretty pricey.
What do they go for usually?
3 is the most expensive. I think it goes for 60 to 70.
Right.
So this one isn't even a game. This is a bonus disc for a game. And essentially all it does is plays a bunch of advertisements and then gets you a Pokemon. This Jirachi right here. Jirachi's a mythical Pokemon, super hard to get, but if you have this, you can essentially get infinite of them. You just have to do the work of transferring them up through every single game, which is partly why I love Pokemon so much, because I can take a Pokemon from, like, this game, Ruby and Sapphire, and I can take it all the way up to the most recent game. I think that's super cool. But that's pretty much this corner. There's not a whole lot left. Most of the rest of the room is just odds and ends.
I think everybody wants to see your Vectrex.
Okay, let's go take a look at it. Okay, so this is one of our backdrops for one of our sets that we have. We put a lot of stuff on here. A lot of it is mine, mostly just toys and stuff like this Millennium Falcon. I've got some boxes. I got a Sega Dreamcast. But this is probably one of my other holy grails. This is a Vectrex. It was made in the late 70s, and it's really interesting because the monitor isn't like a typical tube TV monitor. It's a vector-based monitor, so it displays, I don't even know how to explain it really. It's like the lights are like shooting outwards, and that's what it's displaying. It's not like pixels. It's something completely different, but it's super cool. I've got an interesting story about how I found this. I worked at a video game store back in high school, and some guy came in with this, and he set it down. I'm not working at this time, or I was working, but I wasn't there during this. Anyway, the guy set it down and said, "Hey, would you like to think about maybe purchasing this from me?" And then my boss said, "Okay, I'll take a look at it and whatnot." And then I came into work later that day, and my boss and one of my coworkers were on the computer trying to figure out what it was. And I walk in and go, "Holy cow, when did we get a Vectrex? Those things are super rare." And they're like, "You know what this is?" I'm like, "Yeah, I do." So I told them about it a little bit. A week passed. My boss didn't really want it. The guy came back in asking if he would give us anything for it. I said, "My boss isn't really interested in it." Then he said, "Okay, well, maybe are you interested in it?" I'm like, "Well, I don't really have a lot of money to drop on it, but I guess I would do $50 if you do that." And he said yes, and so I got it for $50. And this thing goes for roughly $200 to $250, even at the time of me purchasing it. Really cool, really cool system. Still works and everything.